Got it. Hello, hello, hello.
Well, since we're wearing our rabbit ears, our cat ears,
Cat
are
ears.
we talking about a cheerful subject today or a not cheerful subject
Sadly,
today?
no. We're
No.
talking about the greatest stress in my life anyway. But excuse the mess behind me. I will say we just shot a video with an opening of Made by Nachos,
Yay,
new
why not
grain-free
you?
food, and yes, and the cats tore it up, and Karma's hanging out and occasionally goes over and tries to lick the remnants, although they really ate it well. But
Look on our
anyway,
channel because by the time we upload this, that one will be out there on our
yes.
channel. And I hope you guys
Yes, it was
subscribe. But
amazing.
anyway,
Please do. Yes. Okay, so let's
talk.
talk cats. Ah. So, one of my favorite things in the world is when I present you with something that you've never seen before. You know how much fun that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's rare because, well, you owned Just for Cats Pet Sitting for over 17 years.
yeah,
I worked there, what, 4 years?
yeah.
And I saw a crazy thing. You
Well,
have to have seen it
that
all by now.
last I did, but that last 2 years was beyond anything I'd ever seen. I'll tell
Insane.
you that.
And
You
you've
name it,
had,
we saw it.
yeah, and you at any given time have 19, or you even went up to 20 cats at
Okay,
one point.
we have to do a webinar about that alone. Is that what this
What?
is? The crazy things we've seen.
Well, this is a crazy thing.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, as you know, but our viewers, our followers, our Just for Cats Alliance ally behavior. I just said Just for Cats. We were talking about the pet sitting.
I know we were just for cats for so many years.
It's just in my
Difficult
brain. Our
pain.
Cat Behavior Alliance allies. That's what we should call our followers and friends. They should be our allies. Anyway,
Yeah,
okay.
we really should, and that's
That
kind
goes,
of the purpose
yes.
of Cat Behavior Alliance. But anyway, we digress once again,
Okay,
like we're famous
so,
for doing.
so yeah,
Linda has
so
taught me how to go down rabbit holes. When I first,
I'm
I didn't know.
awful.
I couldn't follow her, but now I can follow her. Now I talk like that.
And you do it and it kills me. Okay, so
Okay, back to the main
focus.
subject.
So, some years ago, my daughter and her husband decided they wanted to expand their family. In the furry sense, Nikki had brought her two children, furry, into the marriage, and Sebastian wanted kids of their own, right? And so they
So
were
he
going
got
to,
them.
yeah, I did. So they were going to go and adopt a kitten from the shelter, and or Friends of Feline Rescue. I'm sorry, I have a hair
Cat
stuck
hair.
to my lip. I have a cat
Anybody
hair stuck to
watching this understands.
right? Like, anyway. So Rita, both of them worked for Just for Cats at the time, and Rita said, I will gift you with paying for their adoption, but you have to get two kittens because that works better. And can you imagine grumpy old man Tiger with a kitten in the house, all that energy?
No,
Please.
that would have
You
not
gotta
worked
have
very
two.
well.
So they were all set to
I
do
see.
it. I had the corporate card, so I had to pay for it. And I said, I'm going to the desk and popping down this card. I'm leaving. I am not looking at cats. I don't want to see them. You go to the rescue, you want to rescue everybody, right?
I know.
And so the girl comes out and she said, well, you can't take two and leave the third one. There were three in the litter. And then she goes to get the cats and she brings out all three. Yeah, Rita knows the story. She brought out all three. Well, I was sunk, of course, so I took pause. So the two that they got were named Harley and Deadpool. And those of you who know about, I have not seen these movies, but I understand they, my daughter and son-in-law were big
I
fans.
was like, Deadpool, what's that?
He does good and he's got a good heart, but he's kind of a jerk and he's rude and he like burps and farts and
Kinda.
stuff. It's kind of, yeah. So, I really believe what you name your cats, the personality will come out to be. And yeah,
It's
Deadpool.
true.
So Deadpool is an escape artist. He's a major escape artist. And they had a horrible time. He was constantly escaping in all these crazy ways. So they had to move because the owner of their home that they were renting was going to move back in. So they found a
Oh,
really
yeah, I
nice
remember.
place, but it was on a very busy street. Like 15 is a major way to get through to Fort Wayne and stuff. So you run through that, and we can't. They sat almost just off the corner. So Nikki came to me and said, "Mom, I'm scared. I mean, we have to move, and Deadpool, and it's a busy road, and he's going to get killed. And will you please take this cat?"
Did you skip the part that he was an escape artist?
I said he was a escape artist.
Okay,
Yes, that was
I
the
missed
reason
it.
that they asked me to take him. So I said I would take him until they found a safer place. So I actually wanted to change his name to Harry Houdini because let me tell you, that cat.
You did for a
That
while.
cat.
You were calling him
I
that.
did, but then Sebastian passed from COVID, and Nikki said, Sebastian named him Deadpool. I said, fine, Deadpool.
So now he's
So he's
Deadpool, and
back
he's
to
living
Deadpool.
up to it, from what I understand.
He's
Because I don't still
such
don't
a
know who
jerk.
Deadpool is.
Okay, first of all, he is well, I don't either, but I do through the kids. But he is a loving, sweet cat. You would love him. He loves to be held. He loves to be snuggled. But he's an escape artist and he's a jerk. And I just have to be really, really careful. So we have a good setup at our house. So it's an ancient, ancient house, over 100 years old. So when you go in the front door, there's a little.
Sorry, I'm just looking behind you at somebody going to town on the rest of the main.
Yeah, it's Karma. She's still trying to clean up everybody's remnants. She's so excited. So when you come in the front door, there's a little like entryway, and then there's another door. So, and the same thing for the back. We got to open the back door onto a mud porch, and then the second door to go outside. So it felt like it was safer, and I told everybody, just you do not open one door until the second door is shut. Like, you be very careful going outside. You shut that door, the first door. You look around and make sure nobody got through before you ever open the second door.
Colored, so he's not
dark
black,
gray.
dark
He's
colored,
dark
so
gray.
he blends in with
And
the dark.
yes. We actually had belled him for a time because he instigates fights. He wants to be the alpha. He's just a jerk. He's a lovable, adorable, gray jerk. So, okay. So we're very careful. Excuse me.
That's okay. And is still getting over bronchitis.
Yes, from my second bout of COVID. So we were searching the house. We're like, we're going to do the air conditioner. We're not going to do the window screens. Usually I enjoy the cool air in the summer and the fall. So I'm like screens until it becomes too hot. And I say it's air conditioner time. Yeah. Straight to air conditioners. The window's going to be open. We got to have something in it. So one day we come in, and I don't remember who. I think it was Cameron that found him, my 16-year-old son. And he's like, he hears this crying, and he can't figure it out. They go searching. He had gotten into the doors to the fireplace. And first of all, we had them tied shut because I saw that coming. But he somehow broke it, chewed through it. And he was stuck in my chimney.
Yeah, that was a first for me. I know.
Yeah, you were like, never seen that. And you've had, all the cats you've had, please, you put me to shame with my cats.
Well, and the last place I lived before I bought the house had, what? A fireplace. Nobody ever. I mean, the flue was shut. Nobody ever. But even with the
Nobody
flue
but
shut,
Deadpool. Nobody but Deadpool.
even
Yeah, the
with the
flue's
flue,
shut.
he
Flue's
opened the
shut.
flue, right?
Flue's shut. He opened the flue. He pushed it open somehow. He's just that good.
Is he the one that was up on the roof in Nikki's old house before they moved in?
Probably.
Was that the
He's
other
just,
one?
I don't know. He's escaped so many times, I literally can't count. But here's the thing. He does not want to be outside, okay? This is not his goal. He wants to investigate. So it started when they first got him. They were getting a new refrigerator, and the people that were moving it in, some friends, new to them refrigerator, and so some friends were helping them move it in, and when they opened the door for it, of course, he got out. So it becomes this incredible Three Stooges. I wish someone had been videotaping this. This incredible Three Stooges kind of thing. Nikki's going out, and she's offering him food, and he'd come close, and then he'd run, and he'd come close, and then he'd run. It was a great game. And so that's when she had called me. Now it's like probably 11 o'clock at night when she called me. I know I was getting ready for bed. And so I have to get dressed. I have to go over there. It's the winter in Ohio. I live in Ohio.
Yeah, not fun.
In Ohio. And I am sitting on the ground. Like, I brought wet food, and I brought catnip, and I brought everything I could think of to lure a cat, and stinky tuna, and just anything, And I'm literally sitting on the ground in front of their place, calling him, because somebody said they thought he went under it. Calling him. There's catnip everywhere in their yard. There is food everywhere in their yard. I mean, I'm sure all the neighborhood strays were really happy with them that day.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I couldn't get him. So, I mean, I literally was starting to go numb. What is that movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, when they go to chop down the tree?
Oh, yeah.
And Clark says something to the daughter, and she doesn't respond, and the wife says, she can't talk right now. Her tongue is frozen. Well, that's pretty much where I was at. So I went in the house, and my daughter's teary-eyed, and I can't. My kid's hurting. I guess I'm going to stay up all night. She's like, did you find him? No. Are you giving up? Are you giving up? No, I'm not giving up. I just need to warn my tushy a little bit and regroup and think about this and run through my behaviorist brain and think of what I can do to get this cat. So as I'm telling her this, now mind you, I haven't even been in the house 5 minutes. The lady who was part of the 2 people that came to help move the fridge in looks over at the door and says, "Is he gray?" "Yeah." "Is that him on the screen?" "He's hanging off the screen because he's mad because we're not playing with him anymore."
Yep.
I literally open the screen and he's just hanging on it. Pluck him off, put him in the house. So mad. So it's a game. He doesn't want to be outside. He doesn't want to.
I thought he'd grow out of it. I really did.
Yeah, well, it's been what? I think he's going to be 4, or he is 4 this spring.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think he turned 4 this spring.
Wow. And he's not grown out of it yet.
So,
No.
So it got
the
worse.
question everybody's thinking is what you do about
Well,
it.
I'll get there after I tell you the next part. So we were, Nikki and I had to go to Lima to meet a friend, pick up her foster son I was going to take care of. And on the way home, my son Cameron called me, and he had come home from school and found Deadpool sitting outside crying to get in. And so he did a head count, and, we're all panicking, and grouchy old man Tiger just walked in. Sorry, that was okay. So the air conditioner in my bedroom, Brian had put all this hard stuff, to side it so that the air,
it's not
so that
central
we're
air.
efficient.
It's a unit.
No, I have an
in your
ancient
window.
old house. If you look back behind me, there's one of those radiators. Yeah, there's no ductwork, so I have to use window air conditioners. But my husband had really sealed up the sides, and then there was layers of cardboard, and then there were towels shoved in there. It was very attractive, looked very bougie. To keep that, with the idea of the first layer of security is to keep the cats from getting out, but also so that we're not letting the heat in and the cool air out, right?
Right.
Your mother always tell you quit letting the air out.
Air
right?
conditioned outside.
Yes, exactly, as every mother has said ever. So he got through it. I don't know how he got through it, but he got through it and he was outside.
I had did you ever go? You never visited me in LA, so you never saw my apartment on Blackburn. But I had in the very front window, I was in that apartment for 8 years, that same setup. Nobody ever bothered with it.
I don't know how he did it. So, and it's sitting open and I'm panicking and we're doing head counts and, so I was ready to take the air conditioner out. Although I run hot. I can't live without an air conditioner. I keep my air conditioner into November.
I don't
but
like being hot.
I don't like being hot and I run hot. So Brian went and he shored it up even more, did an extra layer of security on both sides.
Right.
Probably 2 days later, Cameron came home and heard crying in the bushes and went out, and it's Deadpool. He got out and he wants back in.
So right now you have the unit out of your window, but you need to put it back in because you still have some warm days.
Well, I'm hot. Well, what I'm going to do, okay, so question of what are you going to do? So first of all, Rita will attest that most cats are not that crazy in their escape attempts.
No, most of them, they try a couple times. And the thing it was like that for a couple years before he ever looked at it. So it makes no sense.
Yes. I mean, this thing's been up since probably May.
I think he needs something stronger than the Convivio or the cat calm.
Yeah, okay, so for the regular cat who is not Deadpool, there are a couple of calming aids that we really like that chill them out because, one of the things you have to look at, I can't believe my Convivial isn't sitting here. It's always sitting here. So Convivial from catfairies.com is one of them.
Mine's
And it's
not here
F-A-E.
either. Mine's downstairs.
It's always sitting here. And Cat Fairies, the fairies is FAERIES .com. It's called Convivial House Cat. It's really good at chilling cats out and,
just
making
takes their
them
anxiety off.
it takes the edge off. Yeah.
It doesn't make them so that they don't do anything. It doesn't stone them out.
No. And then the two crazy, and I like the Convivial because it's a spray and I can spray it on my hand and spray it on the cat if I'm having a problem right now. But then the two crazy cat ladies whom we adore.
We love them.
We adore them.
They're our doppelgangers.
There are. I love them. Anyway, they make something called Cat Calm. And you can get it from twocrazycatladies.com. and it's a liquid, and so we put it into their wet food.
Right.
And honey, like cranky old man Tiger, he's so cranky. He's really old, and I just picture him. You know the guy in the movies, that old cranky guy who's always standing at the front porch
Yeah.
going, "You kids get off my lawn."
Yeah.
Well, it's Tiger's the cat version of that.
Well,
and
he's an old man.
he's very old, and yeah, as we
How old is
age,
he,
we
like
get a little less
18?
tolerant.
Is he like 18?
Okay. We adopted him when Nikki was 19 because it was Nikki's
now
cat.
I have to do math.
And she's 33, so that's 14 years. And he was 3 when we got him, so he's 17. Yeah, he's 17. He's getting
Wow,
up
he's
there.
older
So.
than Scooter and Missy.
Yeah,
they're my
yeah.
oldest two now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't tell you that I've got this Deadpool situation fixed. I'm working on it. But what do we learn in school for behavior certificates? If a cat is exhibiting a behavior like scratching your couch, there's 2 steps. What are they? You got it?
You want to make that spot unattractive, first of all, and then you want to give positive, attractive alternatives.
Yes. So I'm guessing that he's just must be that person, those people that just have to be mentally stimulated all the time. Like Brian's 2 daughters, my
hyper.
girls that are moved out. Yes. Cassie always had to have her life schedule, and she always had to have something going on. Lizzie wanted spaces to sit and read. I think Deadpool's kind of like Cassie. He's just got to keep going all the time. So I was looking for interactive toys. I bought one of those circle tracks with the balls in it. It came today.
Right.
I've got a couple other things coming. I'll let you know.
Try to keep his mind engaged.
Stimulate him. And another thing that we really like, Relax My Cat, is on YouTube, and they have live videos with birds and fish aquariums. It's very, very cool, and it's a little intellectually stimulating. Unfortunately, the 5-year-old in my house right now, my friend's foster son, is occupying the living room TV that rarely gets used, so I can't put it on. But I try to keep, I'm like try to keep him stimulated. So I ordered a bunch of toys. They're coming. Only one has arrived yet.
Yeah, we should do a live with unveiling the toys.
Yes, and what we thought of them and how they worked.
Right.
Yeah, one of our behavior clients sent us a video, and she had this track that had balls in it, and they like lit up. I ordered one of those. I think that looks super cool. So I'm trying to.
I like that too.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him stimulated and occupied enough that he doesn't feel like he has to go looking for where else to go. I can't make the outside unattractive for him, and according to my daughter, he really loves snow. I am not going out cat hunting in the snow. I will just but so we've talked about this. So Rita had a kitty knock over her brand new 60-inch TV in her bedroom.
65-inch, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, 65-inch. I stand corrected.
The 55-inch one lives, but the 65-inch one I put in my bedroom.
Broken.
I have a picture someplace of it toppled over. I'm grateful no cats got hurt.
Well, yeah.
After I, discovered no one got hurt, I wanted to kill them.
It's like when your kids get in a car accident. Are you okay? Are you okay? What were you doing?
I just bought it for my new house. Luckily, my parents, not knowing I bought a 65-inch, gifted me a 55-inch. So I have.
You were just like, my TV.
Now I have this little tiny thing on my wall you can't even see. I think it's a 38-inch anyway.
So I looked on Amazon and I bought this. Now it's called a scat mat, and it's got spikes. I don't know how well you can see. Oh, there you can.
Sharp.
So no, they're uncomfortable. I mean, I don't want to put my hand on it, but they won't hurt anyone. And they said that these are really good to put in gardens and stuff. Like if animals are eating they'll step on it and they won't like it. So I bought some of this to put under my TV. Because I learn
You also anchored it down, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. But
that you and I never put up.
we also anchored the air conditioner. How will that work? So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to open my window just enough for this to fit in here. And I think I'm going to take, this is a good look. I like it. And I'm going to take packing tape and tape it, or two-sided sticky tape.
You need to film this because
I will.
I'm sort of getting an idea what you're doing.
Yeah, I have rolls of two-sided sticky tape. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put it in the sill and put this on it, and then tape it to the top of the thing and try so that I touched it. Ouch! I stopped. I don't know, honey. I'm so losing
The
my
major
mind.
issue is it's not so much him getting out, although you don't want him to get out because he comes back, but it's the others getting out behind him.
Yes,
And your
yes,
dog, you have a little dog.
yes,
Although she's
yes.
scared of her own shadow, she probably wouldn't go out.
She really is, yeah. She would if the back door was open. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
And a couple
But
times
out
she's
the window,
not
no.
one. Yeah, she's not one. No, she won't get out the window, but she's not one to stay in the yard. She's one to tear off, and she'll go out in the street. So, so today I wake up this morning to a text from my son as he was leaving for school. He found Deadpool outside.
This is like
And
3 times in the last couple days.
yeah, I'm like seriously losing my marbles. I'm like seriously losing it. And I don't know how he figured out how to open the doors. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. I can't understand it. So
Usually it's neutered males who are this tenacious about
yeah,
getting outside,
no,
and they
he's
do.
neutered. He's
But
neutered.
He's neutered, so he doesn't know. He doesn't have any mating equipment, so I don't know. It's just a game.
It's
And-
a game. Yes, he wants to go see.
Yeah.
I think, and I told you this the other night, I think, cats are very territorial, and, they may want to come in my bedroom and hang like Karma is right now, although I think Made by Nacho had something to do with that. They'll come in and hang, but then they want to be able to go in this room, and this room, and that room. And how mad do cats get when you shut a door, right?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
somebody just sent me a question on cat behavior, and she's something, I don't even remember what it was, but
On
she was
Quora?
in the bathroom. Yeah, on Quora. And she was in the bathroom, and she said, there's no other humans in this house, so I just leave the door open
I do
to,
too.
avoid the cats complaining
I do
at me
too.
and meowing and scratching at the door. So, yeah, they want access to every room. They don't want anything. And I really think that Deadpool has decided that our yard, because he doesn't go far. He will not run down the block or anything. He did run across the street the first time he escaped with Icky's, but it's because I think we're all out there, trying to get him. I just think he wants the ability to be able to come out there and then come back in because
Well, that's not happening.
yeah, it's not that he wants to be an outside cat or anything, which that's dangerous anyway, but that's another it's another Let's Talk Cats. But and then I'm worried. Yeah, so he rips open that stuff by the air conditioning. I thought I was going to come home and have no cats in my house, have them all be gone. And then, we try to find them. And, there are mean people out there. There are cars. There are chemicals. Our neighbors
But your cats
behind
are
us.
not street savvy.
No, and our neighbors behind us just sprayed their grass with that weed stuff.
No. They sprayed their Clorox. They sprayed their what?
They sprayed their grass with
Their
weed
grass.
stuff,
Sounded like
chemicals.
You said Clorox, but I knew what you meant. But
Chemicals. Yeah, I may have. I'm so brain dead over this cat. So, I don't want my cat over there. He'll roll on the grass, he'll groom himself, and he'll die.
well, here's my other thought though too. If this stuff doesn't all calm him down somewhat, he probably needs to be on kitty Prozac because I'm thinking there might be some neurological issue going on.
I did mention that to my daughter that I think there's something neurologically going on.
Well, because he was born of a feral, right? In an area where there wasn't.
We don't know
don't
where
know.
they came
Okay.
from. They found.
I was thinking he was one of
Yeah.
those trailer kittens, but he's not.
No, he's not. No, they took him plenty of those too. They had 10
I
cats
know.
at one point, but because Sebastian couldn't stand Freddie, and he'd tell Nikki, "Don't look outside. Don't look outside. There's a kitten out there. Don't look outside." Finally, she'd be like, "Fine, I'll look outside because I know that's what you want me to do." And then he'd be like, "Can we keep it?" So you're off to the vet.
Well, you
yeah.
guys have one in your yard, but he's very feral.
Oh, he's
No way to
feral.
catch him.
He's 100% feral, which is another conversation we need to have someday.
Yeah.
Feral, stray,
What's the
semi-feral
difference?
definitions.
We just came
but-
up with ideas for about 3 more.
I know, right? Somebody writing this down. Somebody write this in
We're
the comments
recording
for
it.
us because we'll
Who's
never
up?
remember. Oh, that's right. I told you I'm brain dead. So, I've been to school for this. First of all, you and I have been BFFs. I've known you for over 20 years, and we've been BFFs for the last, I don't know how many. And
It feels like
just
forever, and I don't
does,
mean that in
does. No, I don't remember a time when you weren't like, yeah. But look, another one's coming to check
I
out
know.
me by Nacho. Anyway, another one that's
Refill
already
the bowls,
eaten.
Mom.
Yes,
Which
they're
one is that?
complaining.
Is that Inky?
Is Inky.
Ooh,
No,
I guess
it's Shadow.
right.
It's
A
Shadow.
Ooh.
Shadow.
You have the 2 shy
I thought that
girls on
doesn't
the
look
bed.
big enough. I know, it's weird. Poor Shadow. She's actually getting a little bigger. She was a stray picked
Yeah.
up from the trailer court where
She
people
was the
like to dump them.
dumpster baby, right? The one that was
That's
taking
what they nicknamed her, a
the
dumpster
food out
baby,
of
and
Nikki's mouth.
she
that
is
one.
food obsessed. Yes, but I'm digging through my brain. I'm like, I've gone to college for this. I've taken these courses. None of my only one test got a 90. Everyone over was more. My final was a 99%. We both were passed with honors and were referred to as
You
exemplary.
wiped the floor with me, girl.
And I didn't whip the floor with you. I got a little better, but that's kind of puffs my chest out. That's kind of a feather in my cap. But anyway, and yeah, you have been my mentor for so long, and I've watched you with your cats, and I've learned so much. And I have been able. I mean, we integrated my 7 cats with Nikki and Sebastian's 4 when Sebastian passed away, and it was a nightmare, but we got through it with my behavior knowledge. But Deadpool's really starting to stump me. So yeah, I'm gonna try these things. You just have to remember when you're dealing. And like I said, Deadpool's a rarity. I mean, with pet sitting and everything, we have literally dealt with thousands of cats.
I'll tell you when it happens, when it's not a neurological issue. When you're talking about Bengals, they are high energy, extremely intelligent. And if you don't keep them going or give them stuff to do or interact with them like pretty much all day long, they will find ways to wreak havoc in your house. And I'm sure getting out is not beyond their capabilities. I have a friend in Vancouver I'm friends with on Facebook. He has 2 of them, brothers. He harness trained them. He takes them out regularly because they need that.
Yes,
stimulation.
Yes, that popped into my head that I had somebody ask me not long ago, do you really need to walk your cat? Do I need to be doing this? And I said, no, you don't. I said, if it's something you want to try, I can tell you the steps to achieve this, and really you should start as a kitten, but I can give you you got to go slow. You can't just slap it on. But I said, they really don't. They'll get their exercise playing and jumping on their cat trees and whatever. And then I said, unless you have a Bengal, if you have a Bengal, you should totally leash train that bad boy.
There's a couple others like that. Savannahs are like that.
Yes, yeah.
Siberians, I think, need a lot. They're very intelligent. There's a lot of them. Not saying the other cats aren't intelligent, but they're so close to being like their wild cousins that they retain more of that. I need to be moving.
Yeah,
what do cats do all day outside? They hunt and they eat, they sleep.
Yeah.
And they mate.
I just think, like I said about my girls, Cassie had to have something on the schedule every day or she lost her mind. What are we doing today? Nothing. She looked lost, like she didn't know what to do with herself. And she was in Scout Strutter's Baton Corps. She was majorette for the high school. She was in band for a while. She had all her classes. She took college classes while she was taking her high school classes.
Wow.
I mean, and church, and I mean, I can't even. And she babysat, and she worked at Reddick's Music, the band supply store. She was always going. It was crazy, and best thing that happened to me was
just like her.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, and Lizzie would be like, "I need a day. I need to sit on my bed and read a book," and that I get. But I think Deadpool just constantly needs stimulation from all these different areas, and so
maybe more attention, because what does he get when he gets outside? What's his payoff? He gets attention, right?
I have to tell you, this is really funny, and it's not great, but I don't know how I feel about it really. So Nikki went out to try to catch him with some food, and he came to get the food, and she said, "You're not getting the food. I'm not rewarding this behavior."
That's hilarious.
I am not rewarding this behavior.
But the thing is, he doesn't understand that, Cora.
Well, that's what I said. It's like, why did the food? He does not understand the food was taken away because he's a bad boy and left the house. Like, he has no clue. Plus, I said, that will not work for you in the future then when you go to take the food out, because cats are smart and they have memories.
You need to institute emergency recall.
I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to start working on that.
Those people who don't know what it is, you do this at every meal time. It has to be, say a phrase. Like in my household, it's the way I say it too. You want something to eat? It's just the way I say it. Everybody is like, they know. They start gathering. They come to me. They go into the kitchen. It has to be when they're getting their biggest payoff, which is their meals. So, theory goes, then anytime you say that, they'll come running to you. Right. So if your cats get outside, or they get loose at the vet's office or whatever.
The airport. How many cats in airports?
I know. One just got found that was lost for like 2 weeks. But anyway, if you say this phrase, it's not so cute to when I hear that phrase, I'm getting dinner, because he hears it every day, he'll come to you. Or you have more of a chance of getting caught up with
Yeah. One of the reasons that I wanted to initiate that, and I'm going to start, especially now that Deadpool has forced me ahead of this, but if God forbid the house catches on fire,
Yeah, that's
like they teach this stuff in schools, they send firemen out to come to talk to kids. The parents are supposed to go through what happens if there's a fire. What do I do with 10 cats if there's a fire
19.
in my house?
19.
Exactly. So, and my
Well,
daughter
open the
asked me
doors
that.
and windows and say go for it and hope for the
And
best.
hope
Because
for the
you don't want them
best.
to burn up.
Well, yeah, I'd rather have them lost than burnt, but I'd really
Grab
like the
who I
whole.
can, but let everybody out, and
Well,
then
that's what I. Yeah,
recall.
that's what I told my daughter. I said, because she's upstairs, since Sebastian passed, and she said, "What would I do? If there's a fire in the house, what do we do about all these cats?" And I said, "Look, if somebody's near you, grab them, but you can't chase around the house for the cats and risk your own life, and you don't even know. You could be looking for Inky." And Inky may already be outside, I'm going to
Not only
grab anybody
that,
I can.
but if you don't feel the door first and the fire's on the other side of the door, if you open that door, you feed the flames and whoosh.
Yeah, with the
So
oxygen, yeah.
you could kill yourself just looking
Yeah,
for the
I
cat.
like just grab who you can and run. But with emergency recall, then I could stand there and I could say that line, and hopefully they'll come running. And I'll just be like, run free or something. So
Yeah, remember that collapse, that building collapse in Miami, the condos? They of course a lot of the pets didn't make it, but some people just didn't give up, and I heard about one like 3 or 4 weeks later. It was a cat, and they finally found the cat, but had they had emergency recall, they probably would have found her faster.
yeah, and a few days without food and water, and the cat's liver starts breaking down, having problems.
Fatty
So,
liver disease,
fatty
yeah.
liver disease, and then it's
Almost always fatal.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, you don't want
When you
so.
hear about cats that get stuck in a shipping container and they're in there for a month or what have you, they have no food or water. Yeah, they might survive, but their
A lot of issues to deal with.
lifespan is probably a lot shorter now.
Well, yeah, because they're going to have liver damage if they survive. Yeah. So yeah. So I'll get off the nitty gritty, the awful stuff. We hate that stuff. We hate talking about cats dying, but I just think this is really important because most cats will try to escape at some point. Now,
Yeah.
truly, we have dealt with thousands upon thousands of cats in the cat sitting business. And we have found cats that have like broken screens out. So for that purpose,
Yeah.
there is screen you can buy that is stronger and will resist that. I had a cat do that many, many years ago. He was picked up as a stray. He was not neutered. It's one of those things, oh, we got to get him neutered, got to make an appointment. Yeah, so one day he kind of went, I smell female, and broke out the screen. So after that, we bought all those strong screens to put up. But
Right.
Deadpool. But yeah, the thousands and thousands and thousands.
But
'Cause
you
we
know,
had,
you can have
Huh.
the strongest screen itself, but my problem has been the attachment to the house. If you don't have something that attaches really well, all they have to do is push. It comes out of the frame, pops right out, they're gone.
Yeah, my screens are really good in the house, but then as you put the screen in, if anybody who's ever put a screen in knows, you have this black like cord that you push into those grooves to latch it. Now, it would take a lot to get that out. I don't worry about any other cats, but there's Inky now.
see.
But Deadpool, I don't know. He might take his little
He'd
nail and
scratch
dig it
all
out.
the things to get out, yeah.
I just don't. He has defied everything. I mean, you've probably lived with over 40 cats easily in your lifetime. I
yeah,
mean,
at least.
probably way more than that as I think about it. I've lived with probably 30 cats in my lifetime, and then again, we had all the cats at Just for Cats Pet Sitting
And the
that we had
thousands we
experiences
took
with.
care of, yeah.
Yes, and we have never, ever, ever, ever experienced anything on the level that Deadpool is. So, yeah. So I wanted to put this out there for people that, most cats will try to escape. So you got to be careful. So these are good things to come in place. Hopefully you don't have a cat quite as intent on it as Deadpool. But, if you do, you need to make the escape route less desirable. You can't make the outside less desirable, and then you have to try to find something alternative to take care of this problem.
And what's unfortunate is you can't not reward the behavior because you have to get him back inside.
Exactly, yeah.
So he wins. You have to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
Normally we tell people if the cat's doing something you don't like, you don't acknowledge the behavior. But in this case, you have to.
Yep. If your cat's
So,
bugging you,
the only
meowing
thing
at you, waking you up at night, ignore him. But this, yeah.
The only
I just
thing
like,
you
have
can
a nice
do
day.
is make it harder for him to get outside and make it more pleasurable inside.
I'm working on it. There's going to be toys all over the floor like I have 2-year-olds again. My kids have all, my baby's 16. I finally got my living room back.
I'm just trying to like summarize it for people who are following.
Yep.
Make your escape routes less desirable. Give your cats things to do inside. Convivial, cat calm. If all else fails, kitty Prozac from your vet.
Yep.
That's their last.
Yes.
So.
We liked it for the last resort. We've had people before, behavior clients that have come to us, and their doctors put them on their cat on some kind of sedative, and the cat's just sleeping all day. And they're like, well, I didn't want a rug. I still wanted to be a cat. I just wanted to stop whatever. So, I do leave that, which isn't to say that all those things will do that. But, medications for my body as well, I don't put anything in it unless I need it. Right? Like if I've got a little twinge, I don't take a Tylenol. If I've got a pain, I take a Tylenol.
Right.
So we try everything first, and the holistic natural stuff and, Cat Calm and Convivial House Cat that we mentioned are both 100% holistic, made in the USA, yada, yada. We love them. But if it goes beyond that,
if they're not chip your cats and teach them emergency recall.
Yes.
That's so easy to do because you're feeding them anyway. Pick a phrase, pick a way you say it. Every night, say it.
Every night when you feed them, say that. And that way they'll come to expect it.
Or if you do twice a day every feeding.
Yes. Every time you feed them. Twice a day is good. Is better. But all right. Well, we've gone long, but yes.
Do subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And comment, let us know. I want to know about your escapes. What have you dealt with, right? Like, I want to hear your escape stories. And if anybody's got a cat as crazy as Deadpool, I really need to hear this. I feel very alone in this world. I need support. Misery loves company. Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. Thank you.
Definitely. We want to hear from you. Bye.